So I just made it back. And believe me, you had to be there. But this whole weekend was absolutely brilliant. It's Touchpoint Tuesdays. Let's tap in. This past weekend, I had the incredible opportunity to go and participate in the Agape Conference in Little Rock, Arkansas. It's this conference centered around racial unity and racial reconciliation and music. It was absolutely beautiful. It's hosted by the Pleasant Valley Church. And I want to say a special thank you for Josh Kasinger. He was the chief organizer of this event. And listen, there are people from all over the country at this event. It was kind of a big deal. I want to thank Jonathan Storman and the Pleasant Valley Church leaders for their hospitality. Listen, they treated us like we belonged there. As a matter of fact, they treated us like we were their honored guests. And I had the privilege of sharing with one of my mentors and friends, Dr. Dan Bushell, and we talked about this bridge that we've been working on building for the past 4 years called the Atlantic Bridge. But this conference was centered around racial reconciliation and racial unity in the kingdom. Listen, God absolutely broke down the middle wall of partition that separates us. He has called us to be one. And in John chapter 17, when he prayed that we all might be one. I know a lot of time we run to doctrine, but I believe that the church loses its witness when black men and white men, black women, white women, brown people, people of all color and nations can't come together to worship God. One of the most beautiful things about the Brooks Avenue Church is it's a church that's leaning into a future that is represented, and it is a reflection of God's kingdom here on earth. And by that, I mean, we want to be a multicultural church. And so part of the reason why I accepted the invitation of going to this conference is to see and to get a better picture of what that might look like for us in the future. And boy, this conference did not disappoint. It helped us to literally visualize and conceptualize what it will look like to be a multicultural church in the future. Not just a multi-ethnic church today, but a multicultural church. A church that is intercultural, if you will, that people of all backgrounds can come into one place and build a beautiful part of the kingdom right here in Raleigh. I wish you could have been there. But the one thing that I take away from this conference can be found in Colossians chapter 3 and verse number 14, where the Bible teaches us that we should put on love, which is the perfect bond of unity. This idea behind bond, it is the element that ties us together. What can tie us together when so many things around us are working to pull us apart is love. The kind of love that Jesus had for us when he left heaven just to get us there. We've got to learn to love one another with agape love. The world is going to do everything it can to pull us apart. But there's one gift that God has given us that will never fail. Faith will fail. Hope will fail. But love never fails. And so, family, I want you to put on love so that we can have the perfect bond of unity, so that this community can know that we are truly his disciples indeed. I mean, at the end of the day, that was the Lord's Prayer. May God bless you. I look forward to seeing you real soon.
Worship the Father of glory. Let us worship the Father.